Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they go up against the Washington Mystics. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficenti, I'm Blake Suniga. We're glad to have you along for the ride. Now Washington won 19-21 in the 2023 season, falling in the first round to the Liberty.
Yeah, getting swept by the eventual runner-up in New York. The Mystics going 19-20 in the expanded 40-game regular season. They ended up with 7th seed.
Pass to Angstler. Sykes with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
And here's Onion Wade. And she's going for the alley-oop. Angel Reese with the finish.
The definition of teamwork right there on the alley-oop.
How about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
But the pass was even better, wasn't it? Put it on an absolute platter for her.
Here's Melbourne. Sykes outside. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Reese.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Davis, that's good.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Now here is Sykes. And stolen by Davis. A one-on-one situation. And she dumps it down.
Quick hands of the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Here's Austin. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Sykes. Three-pointer. Rebound Chicago. And talking about Brittany Sykes, she's known for her defense.
Well, when those GM surveys come out every year, Sykes is normally the pick for best being defender. She's an old school type of guard. Doesn't take a lot of threes. Hangs her hat on disrupting opponents.
Now here is Sykes. Pass to Melbourne. Now here's Austin. It's over Cardoso. And another miss by Washington. Chicago in the lead. Here's Onion Wade. And the 3 off target.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Angstler. Here's Austin. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Guarded by Davis. And count it. The shot is good. Go to the line.
A throwback style off guard. Sykes brings you defense and toughness, showing some grit on that hit and one.
Allen with it. Pass to Banham. Now here's Harris. He's covered by Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards. Strong defensive effort. And here is Sykes. He's covered by Allen. Back to Atkins. Sykes. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
And there's the call on Austin. That's her first foul.
First team foul. Checking in for Washington.
Here's Evans. Foul called that time on the way up. It's going to be on Ariel Atkins. And this is her first free throw of the game.
Well, with her three-point shooting and explosive playmaking ability, Dana Evans provides valuable depth to this team and is the type of player that can fit on any roster.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. Pass to Dolson. Ariel Atkins on the wing. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Here's Allen. No scoring yet for Bird, but that's likely to change.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last one, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Now here's Atkins. Evans covering. Almost shot on the way. And it's Atkins missing. Chicago trailing here. And it's Dana Evans penetrating. Makes it off the glass.
Awesome job capitalizing inside. Dana Evans pushing through the physicality.
Here's Atkins. And she was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws for her.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. I like to see it.
Both shots good from the strike. Here's Banham.
He ends the quarter with a 23 as the buzzer sounds.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do there, and the timing couldn't have been better.
You just can't end a quarter better than that.
And so that's a lot of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Sky up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Washington trailing. Pass to Dolson. Now Atkins. That three off the mark.
And given all the success she's had in her career, Ariel Atkins definitely deserves more recognition.
She's a champion, a gold medalist, an all-star, and the first player in WNBA history to make an all-defensive team in each of their first 5 seasons. Put some respect on her name.
Now here is Sykes. She's got 5. Here's the three.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Jefferson. Reese with it. Back to Jefferson. Outside Reese. Evans. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Kennedy Carter. Here's Cardoso. She's off on that one. Good work defensively by Stephanie Dolson. Now Walker Kimbrough. Back to Dolson. And finished off by Stephanie Dolson.
She's an automatic finisher when she gets into that area.
And she picks the simple one-handed jam to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple indeed, and those could be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Reese. Davis. The three. And once again off the mark by Chicago. And that's a foul called on Allen. That is her first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Sykes guarded by Davis. To the middle. Pass to Dolson. From down in the low post, it goes.
This has been a thriller. Can't say enough about the way these teams have battled each other.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Tim.
I'd certainly take that right.
Now here's Allen. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now Sykes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. No good. And that puts her at 2 for 6. On the wing, Kennedy Carter. Defended by Atkins. Now here's Davis. 10 points for her. And again, Chicago with a 3.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And the Mystics call time here. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Pass to Melbourne. Out to the right wing. Walker Kimbrough puts it up from 17. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Here's Allen. Outside Williams. Down low. It's Kayla Davis on the wing. For three. And it's Austin with the rebound.
And looking at Shakira Austin, she finished second in Rookie of the Year voting back in 2022.
When we talk about immediate impact, she had a double-double in her second career game. Austin plays like 6'5" center she is. Excellent around the rim, rebounds, doesn't venture too much in the perimeter. Strong move by Harrison. She's so hard to get off of her line.
Pass to Austin. It's Shakira Austin. Throws it down.
She might be small for a center, but she can jump out of the gym. She plays big.
Allen with it. Here's Davis. Defended by Atkins. Here's Allen. And Elizabeth Williams is going to pick up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
She went hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back and doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort, but just a little too anxious that time.
Reel it back a bit.
And here's Melbourne. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now here's Angsler. Guarded by Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sykes. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Back to Carter. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
A great three-point shooter in college. Carter is trying to gain consistency from beyond the arc as a pro as well.
Sykes, right side. Pass to Edwards. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brittany Sykes.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
Here's Carter. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to take another look at it on the replay monitor.
The previous play is
officials signaling they're going to review the tape.
Well, they will go ahead and review if she got the shot off in time. But I'm guessing that it's going to count.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. There's no harm in the refs double-checking.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
Good thing we have the replay to go to. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want to get every call right. Glad we were able to review that one.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sky out in front. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And when you look at Davis, she's been really playing well out there.
It's amazing to watch. She spoils us with her performances game in, game out. And so far, another big scoring night for her.
And oftentimes when she puts up that many points in the first half, she follows it up with an even better second half. So we'll see if that happens again here.
Pass to Sykes. Austin. Back to Sykes. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. And when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Jefferson. He's covered closely. Right side Evans. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. Here's Reese. No good on the quick 3. The Mystics trailing. Here's Sykes. 5 points in the game. Melbourne. Good.
And you're seeing the selflessness from Brittany Sykes right there. She is all about doing whatever is best for the team.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And it's good for 2. Now Melbourne. Pass to Sykes. Edwards. Screen by Sykes. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Austin by Cardoso. Right at the free throw line. There's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Jefferson outside. Pass to Cardoso. Off target from three-point range. And Washington has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And here's Angsler. To To the inside. Edwards. That shot, no good.
And nice D from Angel Reese. And when Aaliyah Edwards is on the floor, it's easy to see the presence she has in the post.
She has great touch close to the basket as a very efficient scorer. She's also very athletic. She's a big who can get up the court in a hurry.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
And the Mystics call time here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Now here's Ainsler. Onion Wade covering. Edwards, left side. Shot clock at 5. A baseline J. And a kind roll that time on the rim as that one falls in. Chicago in the lead. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Jefferson, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot, and will go to the line.
So slippery with the ball. Jefferson figures out ways to beat defenders.
She's getting her first free throw attempts of the night. That one's off. And she's good on the second. So it's Washington now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Sykes. Outside Edwards. Screen by Sykes. Austin with it. Defended by Turnt. And it's Austin missing. Throws it up high. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. With the crossover. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, you don't always see guards that want to bring it down low. Sykes doesn't take a lot of threes because she'd rather pound the rock inside.
And this will be her second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good. Both good at the line.
After tearing her ACL twice in college, some may have quit. Not Brittany Sykes, who ended up leading her school to a national title game.
Timeout called the Sky. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Now here's Allen. Isabel Harrison on the wing. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
Well, this is where Harrison is at her best, scoring inside. She's a 5 who plays like a 5.
Sykes outside. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Look for the defense. They kind of talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on a three-point attempt.
Pass to Onion Wade. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Now here is Sykes. She's got 10. From deep, Ariel Atkins sinks the three-pointer.
She threaded the bounce pass in there so smooth.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Banham, defended by Atkins. Here's Onion Wade. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here's Ainsler. She's guarded closely. For the tie. The shot misses. And we have just finished the third quarter, and a tight game we've got. Sky out in front. They're up by three. And we've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Carter with it. On the wing, Dana Evans. Williams. Clock at six. Williams sets the screen. Kennedy Carter for three. And it's Dolson with the rebound.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Mystics keep it alive. Run deep, Ariel Atkins. And no good. Outside Evans. Davis. From past the arc. They grab their own miss. Throwing it down.
Isn't it great to see a player who works so hard on the glass at both ends?
We love it. That's what she's built her reputation on. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from her? Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot.
Harder misses.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. That's balls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
What ferocity from Carter on the drive. So good at figuring out ways to score.
Pass to Dolson. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land.
For the defense on both sides has been invisible in this one.
That's the word for it. This game has had the look of a layup line for the most part. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, too.
Davis. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. Washington trailing. Now Melbourne. Back to Dolson. Atkins. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Kennedy Carter.
She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nice play. Carter really excels in pick and roll action. In fact, it just might be her strongest suit.
And the Mystics call time here. Changing it up here. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Sykes. Chicago with the rebound. Turner with the ball. Now guarded by Sykes. Pass to Onion Wade. The three is up. Gets it to go from downtown.
Trusting in her shot. Onion Wade, ready to train it. She got the feet.
Now here is Sykes. Guarded by Davis. Sykes, no good. Chicago leading. It's Kayla Davis on the wing. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth.
At the line for the Sky. Kayla Davis. Two shots.
And she cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And she does get the second one. And that'll push their lead to double digits. And here's Washington. Sykes outside. To the paint. Aaliyah Edwards throws it down.
Well, she's not your classic power forward type in terms of size, but she has that tremendous athleticism.
And here's Jefferson. Pass to Onion Wade. The three. Tries to keep it alive. And the Sky get it back. Davis. She's guarded by Sykes. Jefferson outside. Turner with the ball.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Outside Edwards. Sykes. Kennedy Carter with the rebound.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Outside Reese. Drills in from outside.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a serve.
Give them credit to finish this one off.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Carter. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's on Brittany Sykes.
And the future Carter has in this league is promising. She's a talented guard with a commendable work.
First free throw is good. And so she makes both from the line. Problem for Chicago as they get the win. And in the end, a comfortable win. It was a pretty hostile environment.
Yeah, you know, it's never going to be easy on the road. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.